Oh, you... Well, let us hope and pray that Riccardo Patrese all right as he clouted Gerhard Berger's car. Like this. Here's a replay now. Watch Patrese as he comes through, and he just... I think he just must have mistimed it slightly.
Studying the replay, it's amazing that from such a collision, Caffey could emerge relatively unscathed. Indeed, it's a testament to the improved safety standards in Formula One that he was not seriously injured. The car was a write-off. It was lifted off the track in segments. The whole of the back end totally ripped away from the rest of the chassis. Even the aftermath of the accident was a fright.
By Eddie Irvine and Eric Bernard. That's Martin Brundle in the McLaren out in front.
There is only one place he's going to end up, and that is in the tyre wall. Rear first, front follows, bang! Oh, and that is very bold.
Oh, out goes Schumacher. Damon is coming in. Now that's bad from Schumacher. Schumacher should have known his car was damaged.
Qui arrive et oh là là, eh bien oui, il est télescopé en revenant. Aussi du côté propre de la piste en essence 5e, Alonso 3e aussi. On revoit là, oh là 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 là, quel choc, mais ça vraiment on a...
As if to illustrate just how dangerous and unpredictable the bank corner is, the world champion Ayrton Senna got it wrong turning in. He hit a bump at 180 miles per hour plus, got sideways, spun and flipped the McLaren against the tyre wall.
And taking cross the chase Berger, and that's it. Berger hits cross.
Dutzen schon gezeigt hat, er will überholen übers Nasse, kann natürlich nicht bremsen, da gibt es noch Bodenwellen. Er verliert das Auto und rutscht ins Aus und schauen Sie, das ist Zeitlupe, wie schnell das Auto hier verschwindet. Die Kamera kann nicht mal folgen.
Und dann plötzlich hier. Dahinter. Abflug!
Derek Warwick schlägt an der Leitplanke ein und es brennt.
Heeft er de staart te pakken en daar ja, het is Philippe Alliot. Jongens.
Someone would run into trouble. Oh, and that's one of the McLarens. That is Kimi Raikkonen, I believe, is it? Who has had a bit of an incident. And yes, it is Raikkonen as well for Montoya. Let's take a look. Here it is. Down into that turn 10 zone. Braking downhill into the left-hander. And there isn't really much to hit at all, is it?
Well, the rear wing had gone, but I think the wheel had probably knocked that off already. So...
Replay now. You see him coming in. Oh, something terrible happened. It looks like he caught the grass on the right-hand side and slid all the way down the barrier. I've not seen that before. Maybe something broke on the car, possibly...
Im Hintergrund, hinter Frenzen, das ist David Coulthard. Oh, Abflug von Häkkinen! Heckflügel ist weg. Ah, böse! Über die Bühne geht.
Ja, hier verschaut's ein Reifendreher.
300 hat er da drauf auf der Bremse.
Genau, das ist kurz vorm Bremspunkt gewesen. Also mit rund 300 zerreißt ihn den Reifen und
voller Dreher.
Zum Glück, das Drehen hat er, weil er ja für mehr Runden noch Sprit an Bord hat.
Ralf Schumacher hat Frenzen überholt. Abflug! Ah, Heidfeld und Sato, schwerer Unfall.
Et Alain Prost a déjà conversé avec l'un des médecins, le docteur Pontus, qui est venu donner des nouvelles à Alain Prost. Le manager de l'écurie, le propriétaire de sa propre écurie, bien entendu, dont les essais s'étaient particulièrement bien déroulés pour Heinz-Harald Frenzen, puis il avait posé des problèmes, Heinz-Harald Frenzen, puis maintenant c'est Michel Bouki, un week-end difficile pour Alain Prost et ses hommes.
Oh, what a crash! What a terrible crash!
Up and over, car flipped.
He doesn't really use the safety fencing, he lands on top of it.
Right along on board.
Castro Neves. He went right under it.
Are we through cleanly? No, we're not. Deforney's been turned round. There was contact with Aubrey and more contact and more contact. It's chaos at the start of this second race of the weekend. Never mind the safety car. This will have to be a red flag situation. We had it
out on the outside. Leeds comes together with Simon-Yao on the inside, and then Leeds concertinas in. And the poor Brazilian does a samba he wasn't expecting to do. Into the barriers he goes. Simon-Yao's view, yeah, they touch. Leeds turns in. You'd have to put most of the blame on Leeds there, because
we see a tag there. That is Rory Smith around as Archie Hyde collects Mock de Rosario, and he hits Rory Smith. Oh, goodness me. First corner of the season, and already there's drama.
Then it's Habsburg. Oh, no, they touch! And off go all three, and Randall misses them. Into the barriers they go. And three of the leaders are out, including the pole man. But then he touches Leach. Leach then touches Habsburg, and all three of them off and out of this race. And I would have to say, behind Piquet, and you can see the water as he comes across just slightly, that's all it was. Touches Leach, Leach then touches Habsburg.
Lose the downforce, and the steering wheels. Oh, look at that. He was flying to go out. Really well done for Matsushita.
Well, it's good that he went no, but Galea way too quick, and that is just the, didn't see it then, but we're seeing it now, and that curb is much.
Now this is what happened, Romain Grosjean, and that was the reaction. Can come open in the way that it did, just by the normal racing line, absolutely no chance there.
Up Hill, and whoa, that is superb blocking stuff by Kovalainen. And Watts is desperate to find a way through, up to Druids. Oh, and he's on the back wheel! And that is a horrendous accident. Catapulted across the track onto the tyre wall. The damage obvious on the back of Kovalainen's car. The rest of the car's still running. Colin Brown inside Blake Walker now for 5th place. And that is a very, very welcome sight. Danny Watts.
Reese's wing goes, and Dino Morelli's hit Gareth Rees. And Morelli goes off. That was Dino Morelli, and he's in the car. The front half of the car very badly damaged. The engine's still running hard.
As Herbert and Wojtek slammed from wall to wall, Grillard was collected. Wojtek barrel rolled along the Armco, and there were cars everywhere.
Heading in, you see the speed. You know that this is one of the fastest points of the racetrack, and that is absolutely monstrous. A horrible, violent impact, and just no control at all. That's what the tyre barrier is there to do.
And you can see that right at the early stage, Piquet and Warwick and Serra are involved. Serra goes across the circuit. It's absolute chaos. Mayhem. The unfortunate Japanese driver going end over end and then cars subsequently piling into each other. The marshals go over the top, over the rail.
The back of the car ahead, but let's just see it at real time here. And in fact, that's interesting. Oh, it was a miscommunication effectively, because AS Roma was moving to the right to let him pass on the left.
Yeah, and here we go.
Oh,
and that's a terrible, terrible accident.
A massive accident, absolutely huge. The car splitting in half.
I know we have only 7.5 minutes plus 1 lap left. Oh my!
Huge accident, a huge off. Ryan Teeter had spun, PK is involved, there was another car that's airborne as well, and the race is being stopped straight away. Red flag shown, and Ryan Teeter was the catalyst for all of that because he had spun, and then out of nowhere came, I fear, Peter Lee. Looking at the order, the race is stopped, or race is suspended, I should say.
Some good stuff going on. And take got on late inside, launches. Oh dear, game over for those two. Now is that going to be another, if that's another safety car, it's going to be red flag and checker.
Was travelling at twice the speed he needed to. He obviously is a bit unsighted, but he's completely locked up already before he gets anywhere near the tail end of that car. Huge closing speed.
Timo Glock, a great launch. Oh, he collides with his teammate. The iSport teammates, Andrea Zuber and Timo Glock collide. I can't believe what we just saw.
Well, they're both trying to cut across and block each other, a la Schumacher, and they both run into each other, both out.
Des équipes, 3e place pour Nick De Vries, 4e position. Oh attention, l'accrochage et l'accident terrible. Que s'est-il passé? Que s'est-il passé? Pourquoi Roberto Meri s'est quasiment arrêté au moment de franchir la ligne?
With Jimmy Eriksson, and so Mardenborough just going to get a swap on, and nothing he can do. Straight to the scene of the accident, clearly catching him by surprise. We've seen him have moments already this weekend, but that is an enormous accident.
Og det er altså et spørgsmål om, at han vil ind til inderkøben, og der har